These teams battling for the best possible seeds as we head toward Wild Card Weekend. Should be an exciting finish to the regular season. It's the Snowhawks going up against the Marshalls. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the Portland Snowhawks and the San Antonio Marshalls. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. 2nd down, 8. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Roethlisberger from his end zone on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right, and able to find John Brown. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that enables him to also pick up the 1st. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. And
looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw is Newton. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 3. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Starting to into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Here's Newton now on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. 4 yards remaining now on second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the This will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Roethlisberger over the middle here to Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brent. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out? Because we had an even half.
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. In on the stop, Kevin Minter. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that brings up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the offense has it first and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a first down and 5 for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
So times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They go play action here on first down. It's Floyd on the right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third and 2, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just got to catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Roethlisberger will throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Back now in San Antonio. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Two receivers left, one to the right. On 1st down, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The one running back is Gurley. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Give them 18 on that one. And that'll be good enough for the first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. Newton again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll give them a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Again, it's Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Easy. Check 43. Double. Quick.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Easy. Check. Two. Watch twist.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Gurley. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Newton to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for